Yo, what's up, family? Check this one out here. Everyday situations we all deal with. So I'm going to title this one, Respectable Conversation. 2 words, respectable conversation. And as always, you know I love to give you a word of the day. So the word of the day going to be that word right there in the title, conversation. Now, we all know what conversation is. We all have it, right? But what does it actually really mean? If you look up the word conversation, it really means to talk, to associate, to gossip, especially an informal one, to have an informal conversation, talk between 2 or more people. See? That's when the conversation, now you sitting in the car, we've done that silly junk, you talking to yourself. You having a conversation with yourself, people think you're crazy. But when you're having an informal conversation, it means a casual, relaxed, respectable one between 2 or more people. Now, the reason I'm talking about that, you ever think about the times you trying to have a conversation with someone else, and when you're every time, they're talking, for example, right? And you're listening. But then when you go to talk, they want to talk over you. You know what I'm talking about. We've been through that, unfortunately, sometimes. And even when you say, I'm going to be patient with this guy, because this everybody's a little different. This guy may be getting, or her, may be getting excited, right? So I'm going to just be quiet. But then when you listen again, and quietly, patiently, and then when you talk, they talking over you again. See, now it's a level of disrespect. And sometimes you have to let them know that, right? Because see, some people got this mindset, because I even got a family member like this. It's like, you try to get that across to them, like, yo, man, we having a conversation. That means you talk and listen. You talk, I listen. I talk, you listen. But it does not mean we cannot have a respectable conversation if we're both talking. We're both talking at the same time, because now we're both just canceling each other out, right? It's like I said, I got a family member like that. His way of thinking is he think the louder he get makes him correct. It don't matter what we're talking about, right? I've seen him in many conversations, right? A talk, gossip of ideals, news, and stuff like that between 2 or more people, especially an informal one. That's what conversation really means. An informal one, meaning a casual, calm, respectable one, right? But yeah, this family member I'm talking about, he's like that, right? I've seen him with other people talk, and I've seen this on movies, shows, and stuff. It's amazing how some people think a conversation is only them and their ideals is right. And they think the louder they get, the more it makes them correct. And that's the most foolish thing in the world. I don't care how loud you get. Like you may be talking back and forth, right? Like let's say they having a conversation about last night's basketball game, for example, right? This guy, he likes the Celtics. This guy here like Miami Heat. I'm just throwing any random teams, right? And then this guy's listening to the guy in Miami Heat, right? And then he's like, no, man, you don't know what you're talking about, because I'm telling you, man. And you're like, yo, man, we talking, but then just because you're getting louder does not mean you're correct. Yo, now when this guy go to talk, you're going to keep getting louder, but when you talking, he listening. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Some cats are like that, which brings me to the statement. You ever heard this before? They say, how do it go? It goes something like this. Some people listen to be reactive. But what you should be doing, don't listen to somebody only to be responding on impulse. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Nah, first of all, this is the way it's supposed to be. Yo, first you don't know what you're talking about. Nah, see, that's nonsense. See, you're only listening on impulse to be reactive. And what you should be doing is listening to be understanding. See, when you're listening to be understanding, it may bring some points of view to you to go, oh, I didn't realize I was doing that. I didn't realize that's what happened. Wow, how can I fix that? How can we fix that? See, listen for understanding opposed to listening for a reaction. See what I'm saying? It almost brings me back to I'll be looking at these little stick cartoons. A lot of y'all seen them stick cartoons. Man, they crack me up. This one, many are funny. But did y'all ever see the one where the guy is in the house, he in the window, and his buddy is parked outside the car on the phone. And the guy in the window, he says, man, I think about sometimes having a girlfriend, but then I look at my friend, how he responded with having a conversation with his girlfriend. And they show his friend in the car arguing with his girlfriend. Conversation, right? And this is how the argument is going. Yo, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me talk. Yo, could you listen? Yo, let me talk. guy, he's looking at them two, and he's like, nah, I don't want no girlfriend. If I gotta be going through that. That was so funny. Let me talk, right? And that's how some people be in a conversation. They act like they're not gonna hear you talk. How many times have you seen that? Even a woman with the little attitude, right? You know that girl, right? Where it's like she think the more attitude and snobby and nasty she get makes her right. That does not make you right. Remember, the title of the video, Respectable Conversation. I seen one lady in a courtroom talking to a judge like this. Now, first of all, Your Honor, this is the way, and the judge stopped right there. He said, hey, young lady, you're going to conduct yourself appropriately in my courtroom. Now, all this head movement and all, you're going to knock that off right away. I will hold you in contempt. This is not that type of court. I don't know where you think this is, Jerry Springer or whatever, but this is not that type of court. Knock it off. Now, I'm allowing you to plead your case because you really don't have to. Remember, you're supposed to have an attorney for that, right? He said, I'm allowing you to talk. This is a two-way conversation. Remember, what is conversation? Talk. Conversation means to talk, to gossip about news, ideals, have an informal conversation between two or more people. And I love the way the judge got it. I'm allowing you to talk, but you're not going to be in here with all the this and first of all, nothing. I will shut you down. But we all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes we have conversations, even if it's in business. You know, you may be sitting at a board meeting and you're listening to everyone give their points of view, POV, points of views, right? But isn't it amazing how this person here, because they don't like what is being said, they may get loud at the interview, they slam their hand down, make noise, or storm out of the room. See, that's immature. That's not having a, what? Respectable conversation. When you're having a respectable conversation, things aren't particularly gonna be always what you like to hear or the way you think things should go. But that's why you listen for understanding. I didn't see it that way. See, when you're listening with understanding, opposed to listening for a reaction, you know, you're trying to get something started. See, when you're listening for understanding, someone might bring something across you that, wow, I really didn't know I was doing that. I really didn't know that's what was going on. Wow, thanks for bringing that to my attention. Now I can fix that because I didn't know that this is what was going on. See? Conversation, a respectable conversation. Because when you're having a respectable conversation, it's to grow. Another thing I love to say to people nowadays, especially when I'm on a conversation with, especially men and women too, I love to say, this is a form of therapy. Us talking, getting things off your chest, you give me your ideas and suggestions, and I'm giving you mine, and I'm able to relate to yours, and you relate to mine, and together we're having what? A respectable conversation. It's a form of therapy, and a lot of men need that. A lot of women too, they need that. It's a form of therapy. Talk to someone that you respect. Talk to someone that genuinely have love and respect for you, because they can shed some things onto you in a respectful way that make you have a better understanding. Like the title of the video, Respectable Conversation, to help you grow. Peace.